Now we're going to talk about how to perform the perfect push-up. So as Mason gets in a good push-up position on the Belden bar, he's going to squeeze his arms to his side. He's going to just imagine he's trying to bend the bar. He's going to have a neutral spine. He's going to tighten the abs, glutes, and quads, and he's going to actively pull himself down to a good push-up position before driving his body away from the bar. Now we're going to put a twist to the perfect push-up, literally. Enter the twisted push-up. So Mason's going to now get into that good push-up position. So as Mason performs the push-up, he's actually going to rotate his arms and his body, performing a little bit of a side crunching movement with the twisted push-up. So he's going to twist down and drive up. He goes to the other side and drive up, and you'll be able to see that he's actually performing a little bit of a side crunch with the twisted push-up. Now, this is a little different than the rotational push-up. With the rotational push-up, he's going to keep his body mostly square, and his arms are simply going to move up and down as he performs the push-up. There we go. Okay, so this is the twisted push-up and the rotational push-up. Now, while a lot of the exercises we perform with the Belden bar, we use the pads, the rotational pads. You can also take the pads off and perform a lot of the same movements with your hands on the bar. So we can continue to do rotational push-ups, any of the Spider-Man, grasshopper variations, but we want to show you a variation that you need to take the pads off for. It's a mixed grip push-up. So one hand is under, one is over, and what Bailey is going to do, she's going to get in a good push-up position. She's going to pull herself down, and as she comes up, she's going to rotate the bar. All right, up, and then she's going to come back down. So as she comes down, she's going to rotate the bar up. So the hand that's under is going to push up, and she'll actually end up in a position like this. Now, another variation is that she could actually do the push-up as she rotates. So we're going backwards now. So as she rotates up, she's doing the push-up. So now she's twisting that body, okay, as she's doing the push-up. So it's a lot like the twisted push-up, but with a mixed grip. Now we're going to show you the Spider-Man push-up. So with the Spider-Man push-up, Mason is simply going to perform the twisted push-up, and now he's going to bring the knee to the side he's twisting to up to meet the elbow. So as he twists and pulls himself down, knee comes up, and then he puts the foot back into the starting position. Now with the grasshopper push-up, now we're going to bring the opposite leg underneath the body, and that opposite knee is going to, the intent is to take it to the opposite elbow. Okay, so now as Mason performs this, he's now more actively engaging those back muscles now. And once again, the stability through the hips and the trunk or the core musculature and the shoulders have changed just a little bit more. Okay, so now if we want to scale down the Spider-Man push-up and the grasshopper push-up, we can simply perform a grasshopper plank and a Spider-Man plank. So it's a Spider-Man plank. Now Mason is going to keep his arms mostly straight as he rotates and bringing that knee up to the same side elbow. And with the grasshopper plank, he's going to twist and bring it all the way around. So notice how he's swiveling at the hips. One of the cool features about the Belden bar is that we can not only do pushing movements with all the push-up variations, but we can also work the glute and the hamstrings and the posterior chain with the Belden bar. So you see Bailey laying on the floor on her back. She's got her heels up on the rotational pads of the Belden bar, and her knees are at about a 90-degree angle. From here, Bailey is going to lift her hips up to the ceiling. She's engaging the glutes right now, and now she's going to start to rotate with the pads. So she's pulling with one heel as she's pushing with the other. This is really now engaging the hamstrings. And if we really want to work on getting those hamstrings to contract and relax fast, we can do some oscillations or some oscillatory movements. So Bailey's going to start doing a series of 6 to 8 inch movements with the heels or with the feet as she's rotating the bar. And you can tell it takes a little bit of time to get the coordination down, but it's very, very effective exercise.